Coming up on Lexington Now, we have the Breeders' Cup schedule. We'll tell you about summer camps at the Explorium, and we'll tell you what's going on this summer at the Moon Dance Amphitheater. This and more up next on this week's edition of Lexington Now. Roberts, and welcome to another edition of Lexington Now, where we take a look at the news that shapes your urban county government. This past fall, it was announced that Lexington would host one of horse racing's premier events, the Breeders' Cup. And this week, there was another major announcement made in conjunction with this top-tier event.
Thanks, everybody, for coming. Thanks to the courage of Keeneland, the confidence of the Breeders' Cup, in cooperation of our local government, we have the opportunity to host a world championship right here in Lexington in exactly 139 days from right now. But this is no ordinary world championship, but one that centers around what makes our region admired around the globe, and that's our love affair with the thoroughbred. And let's hear it for that thoroughbred that won on Saturday afternoon. Pretty amazing, pretty amazing. So now we don't only have a chance to host these championships, but also present them in an unprecedented manner. The 31st year will be unlike any other because of the city and the people who live and work here. And thanks to these folks, there's an entire festival week to support the Breeders' Cup Championship, and we're going to roll that out today. So a lot of the things you're seeing and you'll see in your packets are the culmination of a lot of hard work. But all of this started with the support of Lexington, and in particular Mayor Gray. His and the City Council's support jump-started our efforts for the festival last year. Mayor Gray, we are pleased to not only recognize you, but would like for you to say a few words as well.
Well, hey everybody, good morning. This is a big day. Thanks to you, Kip, and thanks to our volunteer festival committee. You've already stood up. Let's give them another hand. Thank you, guys. And Jeff, thanks to you and to Kentucky One Health and our other sponsors. Let's show our appreciation in a big way to all our sponsors. Kip mentioned our council, and we have council members Siobhan Akers here, and Susan Lamb is here, right there. Susan's right there. Thank you all for being with us. Lexington, thank you, ma'am. Lexington, you all know this, Lexington is just a great place to live, a great American city, and one reason is the spirit of our citizens volunteers, people and businesses who always roll up their sleeves and help our city be the very best it can be. And the Breeders' Cup, as we all know, Bob Elliston, Bill Thomason, is all about being the best. Best of class, first class in every way. First class racing, first class track, first class thoroughbred industry, first class city, first class hospitality, and as we are announcing today, first class festivities that everyone can enjoy. In a few short months, we will be the center of attention on a world stage, so we are putting our best foot forward. We are cleaning up, sprucing up, and gearing up for a week in the spotlight. You all know that Lexington is known as the horse capital of the world, and the Breeders' Cup is an unrivaled opportunity for us to show the world just how we earned that title. So thank you all for being here this morning.
It's been an incredible journey since last summer, Bill, out at Keene Place when we made the announcement that the Breeders' Cup was coming home. And I think we all thought it was going to be pretty good, but there's no possible way we could have estimated the level of support we've got since we made that announcement. From the community, Kip, you and the host committee, what you've put together in terms of this week's events is unprecedented. We've never had this level of programming around the Breeders' Cup in the 31 prior executions. Mayor, you and the City Council have stepped up and supported it from a civic standpoint, from a governmental standpoint. That's unprecedented in terms of what's been going on, as well as the folks in Frankfurt who've stepped up as well. And the corporate partners, Jeff and the rest of the sponsors that have stepped up. Kip and his team with the Bluegrass Sports Commission have raised over $600,000 to put this festival on. And I think that deserves a round of applause.
There's one group that we haven't properly thanked right now, and that is all of you. That's our community. The reason that Keeneland can have the confidence and can have the courage, as Kip described it, that's backed up by something that's very special. I just got back from New York when I'm watching an incredible event, the first Triple Crown, and the excitement that was there in New York. And when I'm watching what they're doing in New York, it was the best of the city. It was incredible racing, the spirit that was there, the way the crowd got in it, all of the special things that New York had done. And at every one of those junctions, the thing that's going through my mind is just wait till it gets to Lexington. Just wait. And not only that, but I'm also listening to people who were at that race from all over the world. It's people from our community, but it's not just Central Kentucky. Keeneland is your racetrack. Keeneland is Central Kentucky's racetrack. It's our community. We're all so proud of this very special place that we're able to call home. And if I could even begin to describe the anticipation that the world has for coming to this very special place, we all have a lot to be proud of. We all have a lot to be excited about. And this was said early on, Bob, and people are feeling it, and they've been saying it to me, and now they can't wait. The best is yet to come. So thank all of you for all of our community. We've got a very special year coming up, and I can't wait. We're going to have a great time with it. Thank all of you.
Good morning. Hopefully many of you know by now that St. Joseph Hospital and St. Joseph East here in Lexington are now part of Kentucky One Health. We're a new organization. We've been together about 3 years, but we have long-standing tradition and history in this community. St. Joseph Hospital, as a matter of fact, it's been here since 1877. And we are always looking for opportunities to partner with communities for family-friendly activities that promote wellness and getting out into the community, and we think this is the perfect opportunity for that. We have also a tradition of partnering with communities on equestrian events, such as Kip mentioned, 5 years ago, I can't believe it's been 5 years, but 5 years ago we partnered with the city to present Spotlight Lexington as part of the World Equestrian Games, and we're also a sponsor in Louisville for the Kentucky Derby Festival. I have no doubt that this one is going to trump all of those, and we're looking forward to continuing to work with the committee. I think the lineup that we have thus far for the week in late October is outstanding and is only going to get better. So I look forward to working with all of these folks and all of you, and Kentucky One Health is proud to be part of this. Thank you very much.
I hope that you're able to see that our committee's worked hard to prevent a diverse and interesting week of programming for the Breeders' Cup Festival. We've combined local artists and entertainers with their nationally prominent peers. We will promote existing events like our unique Thriller Parade and create others such as an invitational food truck competition to be named the Feeders' Cup. And while downtown Lexington will be the center of the festival, events at the Kentucky Horse Park, Red Mile, various art and theater venues, and of course our world-renowned horse farms will be promoted locally and around the world to welcome our guests by Breeders' Cup Keeneland and Visit Lex. And one of the things that I'm really proud of, why did we raise all of this money, is not only show great programming, but best of all, the overwhelming majority of these events will be free and open to the public. Very excited about that. I'm supremely confident in what Keeneland will do. But how our city performs and hosts the Breeders' Cup participants is crucial to us becoming a regular host site of the World Championships. The friendliness, the cleanliness, and the hospitality we show must exceed their expectations. The creativity and quality of our festival will matter little if the human touch is missed to our national and international guests. Mayor, Bob, Bill, and Jeff, thank you for this opportunity to complement racing's most important 2 days of competition with a festival worthy of supporting this world-class event and a world-class racetrack. Our website, breederscupfestival.com, is live with more details on each event, and I encourage you to sign up, volunteer, and stay tuned. Thank you very much.
For more information, you can visit the city's website at lexingtonky.gov. Summer is here and there are plenty of fun things to do, especially at Lexington's Explorium. We get a look at what's in store for the Explorium Summer Camp program.
Hi, welcome to the Explorium.
In 1987, a group of inspired citizens presented the idea of a children's museum to Lexington Mayor Scotty Basler and future Mayor Pam Miller. With the assistance of Lord Cultural Resources, a consulting firm in Toronto, the city began serious planning for the Lexington Children's Museum. The site selection committee considered several sites and chose the current location in Victorian Square. Since first opening its doors in 1990, the museum has hosted over 1 million visitors. We ventured down to the Explorium to talk to Lee Ellen Martin.
I'm Lee Ellen Martin. I'm the Executive Director of the Explorium, and we're glad to have you with us today. We are starting summer camps, and it's a great way for the kids to have a little educational fun in the summer, and we've got all sorts of different camp topics. We've got some on engineering, we've got some on Marvelous Michelangelo's, where they're going to do some Renaissance things. We're going to do art and poetry and drama. We've got Astonishing Illusions, where we're going to teach the kids to become magicians. Weird Science, you never know what might happen in Weird Science. And we've even got a Explosive Science, where things are going to go pop, boom, and fizz. And that's just a smattering of what we've got. If you've got someone interested in space or waves or superheroes, we can take care of you. Our camps are good for ages 3, if they're potty trained, all the way through kids that have finished 5th grade. Each camp will have the same theme, but the activities will be age appropriate. There are half-day and full-day options, and drop-off starts as early as 8. Pickup is as late as 5:30, and half-day options are for morning or afternoon. Children, if they come for full day, need to bring a lunch, but we provide snacks. You can check out our website to get a full listing. You can make reservations online. If you go to our website, there's a brown button in the top right-hand corner. It says make a donation. It says donate now, and you press the event tab in there. Or you can call 258-3253 for more information.
Now, you said also the Arabian horse exhibit is coming back?
Right, our Saddles Up, about the Arabian horse is back, and it will be up through Labor Day. And the kids can come and put on different costumes and ride. They're actually called equicizers, and it's what jockeys train on, but we've got a couple of them, and so their head moves when you pull the reins, and they can put saddles on them. There's also a Bedouin tent they can get in and do some reading and learn more about how the nomads lived, and some other informational and fun games. They can learn to tie a turban, and just interesting things that they can do learning about the Arabian horse.
Now, for more information, Lee Ellen, where can they go? Website, Facebook, Twitter, anything like that?
Sure. You can go to our website, which is explorium.com. Certainly friend us on Facebook. You can find we post a lot of our activities, and plus just some fun, interesting facts about us there. And you can always call and find out about us, or you can ask to be put on our email list. You can just call and ask to be put on that. We now are into our special summer hours, which means we're open 7 days a week. Monday through Saturday from 10 to 5, Sunday from 1 to 5. And certainly all summer we're doing birthday parties, we're doing the camps. So, we still do group visits. If your kid goes to nursery school or a daycare situation, we'd love to have them come out as a group for a visit. For those of you that haven't been here in a while, or for those that have never been here, we've got some new fun things. You'll see right behind me is our farm to table exhibit, and you can actually milk this cow and go up and harvest some eggs from the chicken coop and grow your own vegetables and take them to the market. We have a green screen newsroom right now at WEXP. It's a new addition. So you can stand in front of the green screen and you never know what's going to pop up behind you. And then for those of you that haven't been, again, we've got we're in Explorium Way right now, so you can be the newscaster, you can be the farmer, you can also be a veterinarian and a doctor. to my right, we've got our big teeth and our brain. You can learn about keeping a healthy body. We have a horse area, so you can learn all about the horse and the Kentucky River and the locks and dams. And then upstairs we've got our bubble room, and we've got our F-16 cockpit, our shadow wall, and then you can also go to our dino dig and see some really cool insects. And one of our tarantulas just molted its skin, shed its skin, and that's unusual to see, so it was really cool to see that last week. And then our last gallery, we've got homes around the world, so you can, if you're not traveling this summer, you can do a little traveling when you're here.
Fishing and water.
For more information about how your kids can get involved in the camps, visit the Explorium's website. It's www.explorium.com. And coming up after the break, we'll tell you why it's going to be a good summer for music and arts fans.
We have an abundance of beauty and natural resources here in the Bluegrass. More miles of running water than any state in the continental U.S. You may not know it, but all our creeks and streams catch water directly from storm sewers on our streets. That means when someone tosses a cigarette butt on Main or Vine, chances are good it'll end up in Town Branch. Leave some pet waste on a sidewalk near Versailles Road, it goes into Wolf Run Creek. So please, don't trash the Bluegrass.
Way to go, Lexington! Participation and collection totals from the Rosie Recycling Program are at all-time highs. Now it's time for a quick reminder on what materials can go in your Rosie Recycling container. Paper and cardboard products, canned products with contents removed. We accept milk, juice, soda, and laundry plastic bottles and jugs. And glass products. No Pyrex, ceramics, or plate glass is allowed. Place only metal cans in the Rosie. Don't place other metals such as car parts, cookware, propane tanks, chains, or garden hoses in the Rosie. These items cannot be recycled by LFUCG and slow down processing efficiency. For more information about the Rosie Recycling Program, please call LexCall 311 or log on to lexingtonky.gov/waste management.
Hey everybody, play the We Got 90 Challenge. Play all 5 of the Lexington City golf courses and get a free round of golf while being registered to win prizes. You have 30 days to play the We Got 90 Challenge. Play the Gay Brewer Jr. course at Picadome, Kearney Hill Golf Links, Lakeside Golf Course, Meadowbrook Golf Course, and Tate's Creek Golf Course in 30 days to complete the 90-hole challenge. Play the We Got 90 Challenge. Be sure and visit playgolflex.com for more information. Play golf, Lexington.
Welcome back to the show. Lexington has had a long, thriving summer theater and concert circuit, and the Moondance Amphitheater is one of the prime locations to catch a summer show. Here's what's on the bill for this summer.
Hi, I'm Celeste Lewis with Parks and Recreation, and I'm here at Moondance Amphitheater, and we have some exciting things going on this summer starting very soon. We have Big Band and Jazz on Tuesday nights until July, and at that point it moves to Ecton Park, but it starts out here and we have great bands, for instance Oslin Daly Jazz Tet, Dan Brock and Friends, wonderful jazz bands on Tuesday night. Those concerts are free. And then we have a wonderful series called Summer Nights in Suburbia, and those are on Friday nights, and those are also free concerts. And we've got great bands beginning in mid-May, and they go through June, August, and the first week of September. Some of those bands are Coralie and the Townies, we have Payback, we have a couple of bands that have played in Lexington we have a band from Canada, we have a band from the DC area, we have a Grammy nominee band, Frank Sullivan and Dirty Kitchen, and we also have See the Beat. We have some great bands playing out here this summer. Friday nights, 7 to 9 p.m., free concerts. We have food trucks, beverages, or bring your own and come sit out on the grass and enjoy wonderful summer evenings. Tuesday nights, Friday nights, and then this year we have an addition. On Monday nights we have Southland Jamboree, and the bluegrass is moving from Southland this year to Moondance Amphitheater. Monday nights we'll have a vast array of bluegrass bands out here at Moondance. So Monday nights, Tuesday nights, Friday nights, come join us. We're in the Beaumont Center here and just beyond the shopping area, and you go out Harrodsburg Road and you'll see Beaumont Center on your right, and just come straight on back and you'll see the amphitheater. And on the nights that I've mentioned, Monday nights, Tuesday nights, and Friday nights, you'll see the crowd. You can get more information about all of these things at www.lexingtonky.gov/parks. We also have Facebook, and we also have a Moondance Amphitheater Facebook, and the lineups for all three of these are on that as well. We feel like out at Moondance Amphitheater this year we're going to have something for everyone. We have bluegrass on Monday nights, on Tuesday nights big band and jazz, and our Summer Nights in Suburbia series of free concerts on Friday nights has a big variety of music, and we have Americana, blues, bluegrass, pop, oldies. It's going to be a very fun season with a lot of great music.
For more information, you can visit the city's website, lexingtonky.gov. Well, when we think about firefighters making daring rescues, we usually picture them running into burning buildings or climbing up ladders. But there's another important aspect that might not immediately come to mind, and that involves coming in from above.
Championship banners and retired jerseys weren't the only things hanging from the rafters in Rupp Arena during a recent firefighter training session. Captain Justin Hallsaver of the Lexington Fire Department explains that while they may not have to rescue someone off the floor of Rupp Arena,
we do have some areas down on the river at Raven Run where we've had to take people off of cliffs and other places like that. In an urban setting, we've had people who have been stuck on rooftops where there was no access via ladder, and so they had to be removed with rope systems.
And these are just a few of the scenarios our brave firefighters may encounter on any given day. And preparing them for those situations is the goal of this training.
We're training guys up to our technician level in technical rope rescue. So that involves them being out on vertical rope and being able to effect rescue of people who are in high-angle situations.
New tonight, the story of a dramatic rescue. A rock climber slips and falls several stories down a cliff.
Too often, we hear stories of people who are inadequately trained getting themselves into dangerous situations. And while those cannot be controlled, the fire department maintains a high level of preparedness and adaptability in its training to ensure its members are prepared for almost any situation.
You can't control what everybody else does, but what we can do is we can train our guys to a standard where we're confident that they're very proficient with the gear. They're able to improvise, they're able to think through, problem solve different scenarios. They're not kind of stuck in one box. We show methods that can be applied in several different ways. So the adaptability is there when you get stuck with an odd situation, that it's not a deal breaker.
While rappelling is an important part of their training, Captain Hallsaver explains that it is not the primary method for rope rescues.
We would have one person rappel down to a victim. We would find out what the situation is, assess the patient. Is this a rescue or a recovery? What are the immediate needs of the patient if the patient has some medical issues, if they've been injured, what needs to be done there, and then everything else will be lowered down, and then the system that's lowered down to them is what will be used to bring them back up.
Captain Hallsaver says that the best way to avoid needing to be rescued from such a situation is to avoid getting yourself into the situation to begin with.
The main thing is be aware of what your surroundings are. You know, if there's a potential for you to get hurt someplace and have somebody come and get you, just have an awareness. Prevention is the best case scenario. If we trained for this and never had to use it, that's a really good scenario for us.
To find out more about what firefighters are up to, log on to the city's website, lexingtonky.gov. This summer, there are many road improvement projects underway, and one of the more prominent ones is the Alumni Drive Improvement Project. But this project is having an effect on access to the Senior Center on Alumni Drive. But not to worry, we'll tell you all about the best way to get around the traffic and into the senior fun.
University of Kentucky is going to make some major improvements to Alumni Drive. That's going to be great in the long run, but in the short run, it's going to affect our seniors coming to the Senior Center. They're going to close Alumni from Tates Creek to Nicholasville Road. The entrance to the Senior Center is going to maintain open, and we'll still be able to get people in and out of here. But instead of people cutting across Alumni to get to us at the Senior Center, what we're suggesting is that people, if you're on Tates Creek, turn onto Cooper, take Cooper to Nicholasville Road, turn left, and then take another left onto Alumni to get into the Senior Center. It's kind of a long process. It's going to be a program that they're telling us is going to last from May 10th until mid-August. You'll be able to get in and out of the Senior Center as always. You just won't be able to drive onto Alumni Road from Tates Creek. For drive time, it may affect us a little bit, but the good thing is that they're starting the project after UK is out for the semester, and most of the work that's going to be done is going to be when it's not fall or spring, so summer session will be in, but the traffic is significantly lighter for all of us in the community during the summer when the university students aren't in. So technically it's probably not more than a mile out of the way to get up to Cooper and to come across. So we really can't anticipate, but we know it's not going to be horrible because the university traffic is going to be cut down. But it is going to be a change, and we're well aware of that. We've published the picture of how to get to Cooper, how to get to Nicholasville Road, and we have it in our newsletter. If you'd like to receive our newsletter, give us a call at the Senior Center at 859-278-6072. We've certainly let all of our participants know, but we want new people to come into the Senior Center, and we certainly don't want the construction to stop you from coming to check out what's available for our seniors 60 years and older living in the Lexington community.
And whether you're trying to get around construction traffic on Alumni Drive or you're just headed to work, you want to know what traffic is going to be like. And the Division of Government Communications has got you covered, especially in the mornings with our show, Crosstown Traffic. It airs live weekday mornings from 6:30 to 8:30 and gives you the most up-to-date traffic news and even a street view with our live cameras so you can see where the delays are before you even leave the house. Remember, that's Crosstown Traffic only on GTV3. Now, here's a look at this week's lane closure report. Remember, you can get traffic updates 24/7 by following us on Twitter. Our handle is @LexRex. With budget talks wrapping up, it's going to be a busy week at City Hall. Here's a quick look at some of what's on the schedule, but for a complete listing of meetings and events, you can log on to the city's website. You know where to find us. It's lexingtonky.gov. That's all for this edition of Lexington Now. We'll return next week with more news from your urban county government, but in the meantime, you can get the latest information on what we're up to by following us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. For the staff and producers at GTV3, I'm Sherelle Roberts, and that's it for now.